Hello everyone, this is Vincent Fleck, and for my Make a Splash video on a new aquaculture species proposal, I'll be discussing the attributes of sea lettuce and why we should grow it. Sea lettuce, with the scientific name Ovilectuca, under the phylum Chlorophyta, is a green seaweed, sheet-like in appearance, and grows all over the world attached to substrate or free-floating, which is uncommon for macroalgae, ranging in size from 6 inches to 2 feet, found in both littoral and sublittoral waters, reaching up to 75 feet deep. The bright green algae appears all year with large blooms in summer. Reproduction occurs both by sexual and fragmentation of the thallus. Density and location of this algae can often indicate the presence of high amounts of nutrients and is often used as an indicator species to monitor pollutant trends. So, why sea lettuce? There's a multitude of possibilities in which Ovilectuca can be utilized in aquaculture. Bioactive compounds extracted from ova can be utilized in medicinal and supplemental purposes to support human health and immunity. Sea lettuce is already consumed for food in some countries, which can be expanded upon, and it has many benefits with proteins and carbohydrates and lipid contents, and also essential amino acids. The properties of sea lettuce make it a great agent for bioremediation, and sea lettuce is already being used in aquaculture for feed and water exchange. Additionally, other uses are being explored for biofuels. Steinhagen et al. Presents a study on sustainable large-scale aquaculture of the northern hemisphere sea lettuce in an offshore sea farm by method of using long-lined ropes. This study confirmed the successful and sustainable potential for sea farm cultivation at large-scale rope operation. Implementing high seeding densities in the hatchery is most important to increase total biomass yield. Variations of nutrient or changing temperature during the hatchery phase does not have a large effect on the biochemical composition, and cultivation of extractive species such as the green seaweed Ulva fenestrata can provide renewable biomass for food and non-food applications, including biorefining. Diving further into the possibilities of the bioactive compounds found in Ovilectuca, polysaccharides, one of them, known as olvin, found in Ovilectuca, and its oligosaccharides have antiviral, anti-tumor, immunostimulating, and antidepressant activities, which can be utilized in medicinal purposes to support human health. Unique fatty acid complex of Ovilectuca promotes efficient omega-3 synthesis to increase human tissue levels. Ova contains phenolic, chlorophyll, and carotenoids, which are free radical scavengers. Additionally, a balanced sodium and potassium of a ratio close to 1 is nutritionally beneficial, and ova water-soluble extract rich in oleoelements had a beneficial effect on depression. Moving forward, with the use of ova biomass for biofuels production, this results in bioremediation for the ecosystem the ova is grown in. It is a renewable energy source, and the production of ova contributes to economic savings in comparison to other crops used for refining processes and the production of biofuels. Production does not require arable land and fertilizers. Ova can grow in saline and wastewater and has a higher ability to sequester atmospheric carbon dioxide than terrestrial energy crops. Growth rate and productivity are high compared to land crops. Ova can survive under stressful conditions. The sea lettuce contains oil suitable for biodiesel production, and one very exciting alternative, which is promising, is the production of hydrogen from ova through dark anaerobic fermentive technology. This possibility and opportunity should be dove into and researched and invested in further to support the possibilities of creating sustainable hydrogen for hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, and other uses. Experimental feeding trials found that shrimp reared under seaweed Ova-Latuga water exchange in recirculation systems resulted in similar growth and feed utilization as shrimp reared with clean water exchange. Shrimp-fed diets containing 3% Ova-Latuga resulted in significant improvement in growth and food conversion ratio. This evidence supports the suggestion that Ova-Latuga is a desirable species for wastewater bioremediation in integrated aquaculture systems. This is from the study of Elizondo Gonzalez et al. 2018. Research is also being done on the viability of oviculture for the delivery of crucial remediation services, including wastewater treatment and carbon dioxide removal. Developments remain limited as ova cultivation remains in its infancy. Investigating the co-effects of climate change factors and eutrophication, ova cultivation will provide valuable insight to the limits to resilience of ova to changing climate. To conclude my proposal on why we should grow sea lettuce, known as Ova-Latuga in the science world, Ova-Latuga cultivation remains in its infancy. There's great potential for the future of the growing and cultivating macroalgae like Ova-Latuga, which is sea lettuce, or kelp, and in the open oceans, and utilizing them for many purposes, whether it's biofuels, medicinal purposes, foods, and there's so much more research that can be done, and we must invest in this industry as aquaculture is going to provide the solutions we need to climate change, world hunger, and many others.